Heading into this National Hockey League season, shortened to just 48 games, when you look at storylines, the Pittsburgh Penguins are going to be near the top of anybody's list. They're at the top of the list any season. They're always going to be a Stanley Cup contender, and they're always an intriguing story because of the presence of the like of Crosby, Malkin, Chris Letang, and goaltender Marc-Andre Fleury. Crosby presents a really interesting case this time around because the first thing that you would think would be the additional 3 months off because of the lockout could have really benefited him, given the problems he's had with concussions over the last couple of years. But talking to Crosby, he said he pushed himself as hard as he could during his summer workouts and felt fine and was ready to go for the start of the regular season. So he doesn't think that there was much of a benefit for him as far as the concussion issue goes by having the additional 3 months off. He did spend a lot of time during the summer, though, thinking about the Philadelphia Flyers and the outcome of that playoff series last spring, which saw the Flyers beat the Penguins in 6 games.
There's no doubt, I think. There's mistakes we look back to that hurt us. We got some bad bounces. Can't argue that either. It's just a perfect storm. Really, when it boils down to it, and there's a lot of things we all feel like we could have done better. I don't think there's a ton we would have changed system-wise. I mean, you always kind of make adjustments on the fly and make them according to how you're playing, but sometimes that's just the way the game works.
Do you guys have to change, you think, in some ways?
I think you never want to be predictable. So, to say that we're going to have to make adjustments, I would say, of course, I think every team feels like they have to do that, and especially when you lose, you always feel like you could have maybe done more. So that kind of comes with that, but that's just kind of a product of losing. I don't know if you ask the LA Kings, I don't think they're changing anything really at the start of the year. So, that's just the way it goes.
So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of start Sidney Crosby gets off to here in Pittsburgh with the Penguins. That's going to be one of the good storylines. Talking to Crosby, he looks very relaxed. He's raring to go. He said one of the things that he really needs to do to get his game back to peak performance is just play games, and he's going to get that opportunity now. In Pittsburgh at the Consol Energy Center for the QMI Agency, I'm Chris Stevenson.